And you mentioned curveball in there somewhere, and what I wanted to ask you was, for lady softball pitching, maybe a lot of people don't know, and I don't know, what's a repertoire a pitcher can throw? Can they throw curves?
They can throw curves. We have knuckles. We have change ups. We have drop curves, rise curves, screwball. Actually, the one pitch you hardly ever see us call is a fastball. We hardly ever call a fastball. We'll spend a lot of our times coming in on the hands with a screw or going out with the outside drop curve or just a straight drop ball. These kids are pretty impressive when you stand behind the plate or as a batter standing there and watch these balls move. I mean, they get a lot of movement, these pitchers.
And what, for a softball pitcher, what would be more important, change of speed or location, or is there just a
change of speed and location? It's a little bit of both. We find the younger kids and their parents, their mom and dads, are really obsessed with the speed. The 60 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour throwers. But what we're looking for is movement, change of movement. We're looking for change of speed. We're looking for location. If you look at our pitching charts, we have our batter's box charted out 1 through 9. It's a different location. So when at the end of practice, we'll look at those charts, see where most of their pitches were thrown at, what pitches were they throwing, were they throwing too much in one, are we getting difference in eyesight, are we throwing low then coming high, are we going out then coming in, are we throwing a little bit fast and coming back with a changeup? So it's all locations and speed variation and eyesight. It's the three things that we really work on.
Who's calling these pitches? You calling them from the bench, catcher?
It's a combination of both. Tori Purcell last year called all the pitches for all the games like that. This year, Tori will probably again get the ability to call her pitches. The two freshmen will probably be a combination of myself and them to call them as well.
Any players right now that's played way beyond your expectations to this point?
Caitlin Reef, the shortstop to came in a lot stronger than I thought she was going to be. She looks to be really strong. She's already had a couple Division I offers for when she finishes here already. She's been a big surprise to us like that. But probably the biggest surprise is just how well our sophomores came back. I sent them an article out this summer that was written by the local paper here. It was entitled when told you're not going to play. And it was about an Eastern Illinois basketball player who was told by her coach that the freshman coming in was probably going to start over her. And then she worked her butt off to become a starter, and the coach said, "You've had a great year," and the freshman said, "I had a great summer." And our sophomores came back ready to play, and they've just stepped up. And as a team, they look really. We're pretty excited about them.
Okay, now, what does a student athlete on your team have to achieve? And I ask every coach this. For you to feel like you've done a good job as a coach?
I got to feel that they're getting it done in the classroom, and that we graduate them on time, and that we help set them up for the next phase of their life, whether it be a 4-year school or into that job market they're getting ready to go to. They are student athletes. And I think some of the surprising things people see, especially in the softball program and the athletic program here in general, Coach Thornburg does a great job in running our program here like that. But the amount of time that we spend with our kids preparing them for the classroom. Our kids spend 2 to 3 hours a day in study table of our team, the extra help they get like that. But when we walk out of here at the end of 2 years, is that player prepared to go on to the workforce or go on to the next phase of her life in college and be successful in that? And if they can do that, then we've been successful here.
Good answer, Coach. We have been visiting with Nick Nelson. He is the head coach of the Lady Lakers softball team here at Lakeland College. Coach Nelson, you want to mention one more thing?
Yeah, just one more comment. I just want to compliment our radio station, TV station here at Lakeland College. This year especially, the way you followed our sports, I mean, we've got people watching, excited. As Coach Thornburg says, we're 5 teams but 1 team, and you guys are part of that team. And I want to thank you very much for all the coverage you give us. We're looking forward to coming out this spring and being part of our softball program and cheering on the Lakers here.
Well, you're very welcome, Coach. And we will have more with the assistant coach. This has been Coach Nick Nelson with me, Chet Novak, on Lakers Live, 89.9, the Max Alternative.